And in the final chapter of our three-part series on sister cities in Upper Michigan, our Escanaba Bureau reporter Mark Kalman heads to the far west end to bring us the story about two cities that share a border.
I'd say the relationship's good. We're very close. We've got 20 feet of water that separates us. I think most people realize what is good over in Ironwood is good for Hurley. What's good in Hurley is also good for Ironwood.
With a population of around 1,500, Hurley is about 30% the size of Ironwood. The two cities are divided by a river in some places, but in others you could cross the border and not really know. They share similar ethnic heritage and have grown as neighbors over the decades. While both towns have their distinct character, they share a very strong and proud heritage.
The major thing that unites them all is the discovery of iron ore here back in the 1870s and 80s.
Both towns do come from a common background, but early in this century, Hurley followed a slightly different path.
Certainly during the days of Prohibition, Hurley was never a very full participant in that pastime, whereas Ironwood was. The growth of Hurley as a place to experience entertainment in all of its forms started early, and it continued. Of course, you still see remnants of that in the famous Silver Street in Hurley today.
Silver Street is the main drag in Hurley, Wisconsin, and it's lined with bars, restaurants, and nightclubs. Not long ago, one organization named Hurley one of the sexiest cities in America. You can Google that if you don't believe me. But a manufacturer of one of the UP's most recognizable exports says the border is a non-factor.
To be honest, it's kind of like one big community. I think it's a very good relationship, and I think the people that live here, we don't really think about there being a border. We might have dinner in Hurley one night, we might work in Ironwood. The border is very sort of almost a non-issue to us. It's just, that's Hurley, over there.
And that's the attitude that will take both of these communities forward together.
Visitors come up here, they're not concerned about the state line. They're coming here to have a great experience.
If there is one thing everyone agrees on, it's that tourism is the industry of the future.
We just want to get people up to our area. It doesn't matter if they're from, coming up to Hurley or coming up to Ironwood. They go back and forth, and we all benefit from that.
And with the attractions that are packed into this area, the future could be very bright for these sister cities. Mark Kalman reporting for Fox UP, Hurley and Ironwood.